Dalton first. Congratulations on making your Major League debut yesterday. It was clear that you were excited, but you were also locked in. Can you describe the emotions of just getting this done today?
Yeah, obviously it's special. Doing it with a team like this makes it a little more special. Getting the first couple out of the way right there takes a little pressure off your back. Yeah, I felt pretty comfortable all night, and that was a positive for me. Obviously, we got a good lead, and you could play a little comfortable there, but it was one of the better nights of my life.
Multiple hits, I mean, adding to the 19 runs this team put on the board. What's it like being a part of this offense?
It's really fun. It's really fun when, it's just, they go at every guy in this lineup, and every guy is just one of the better hitters, and it's pretty cool to watch. It's obviously fun to watch, and it's fun to be a part of.
We saw that they brought the ball in, so you've got your first career hit. What do you do with such a prized possession like that?
I think it's for sure going to my mother. She's here tonight, so I think that'll be like something that she'll obviously keep forever, and it'll mean a lot to her.
The cheering squad was fantastic for you, I must say. What does it mean to share this with them?
It's pretty special. They've seen everything, all the way up, and I'm just glad they were able to witness it.
Congratulations on an incredible night, an incredible debut, and many more special moments to come, so congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Well, you never know what a guy is feeling inside when he's making his Major League debut. We heard Dalton Rushing say he felt pretty comfortable. We know there were some nerves, Jerry, but it was funny because before the game I was saying he looks like he's really comfortable as he's about to make his Major League debut. Showed really good plate discipline that first at-bat, drawing the walk, and then got his first 2 Major League knocks, and he was behind the plate for a win.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Remember, behind the plate, navigating this pitching staff, only surrendered 2 runs all night. Great job behind the plate. But back to his plate discipline. He had great eyes all night long. Very calm, cool, collected at the plate. I love this rocket up the middle off his bat. He's got great plate coverage, great confidence, know already who he is as a hitter. And once again, outstanding job behind the plate. Let go in the mask like a veteran to make that play. He's felt and looked extremely comfortable tonight here at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, this is special talent on hand right here. I mean, he went deep into some counts tonight. We saw his first at bat getting that walk, and I just felt like he is always ready to barrel up the ball. His timing looks good. Sometimes you see him, he fouled off some pitches to the left side. That just tells me he's letting the ball get there. He's letting it travel. He's not getting out there too early and trying to pull off the ball. And I just love the presence. He's got the savvy veteran mustache already. I mean, he's ready for the show, and I think he's here to definitely stay. I know he's only going to play a few times a week, but definitely look for him to come off the bench and get some big hits for us.
Well, and his teammate Justin Robleski was singing his praises when he was on with us in the pregame show. He said Dalton Rushing's the best hitter he has seen in all of his years in pro ball down at the minor league level, and showed some flashes tonight. It was a really good night for Dalton Rushing in his first game in the big leagues. Dodgers get the win, and the family was happy, and all the fans were happy as well, because as we talked about, Shohei Ohtani on his bobblehead night, about 50,000 fans here. Everybody wanted one of these, but they also wanted to see Shohei do something special like he seems to do every time he's having a bobblehead night, Jerry, and sure enough, he came through with those 2 homers and 6 RBIs.
This guy has a flair for the dramatic, never disappoints, and understanding it is his bobblehead night. He needed to do something special to have all these fans come out knowing all eyes were on him. He did not disappoint, driving a few balls over the wall. Great job here. This ball is running away. It could have been a ball, but he's able to stay on it and drive it over the left center field wall. He's got tremendous power. To see that fastball running away, he stays back. Incredible hands as well. Foot down, head down on contact, going the other way. Love that he's able to have power to off fields, and he really almost had 3.
Yeah.
Just missed one early in the ball game, but once again, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the night.
Yeah, all the opposing pitchers have to be perplexed of how to pitch Shohei, right? We saw him try to go inside last night, bomb. They try to go away on the black. The first home run we saw, bomb. You can't really pitch to this guy. Yeah, you got to try to hit your spots, but you miss a little bit, or sometimes even when you hit your spot, he has the potential to drive the ball out of the park. As pitchers, you're taught, okay, if I hit my spot and he still gets a single the other way, I'll take that, right? That's hitting. Not this guy. He is going to take you out of the park with pitchers' pitches. And him being a pitcher obviously helps him in these situations, because he knows, okay, they came in on me last time, maybe they got me out. They'll probably try to come back in there with something else. So he's playing that game, and he's playing it well.
And that's a great point, too. And James, was a great high school pitcher as well. Pitchers know, and Shohei Ohtani knows, his first home run was out of third. Could have been off the plate. He drives it the other way for a home run. Of course, pitchers are going to make adjustments. Shohei Ohtani knows that. They're probably not going to go out there again, at least not the next at bat. They try to crowd him inner half. They miss middle of the plate, and he did not miss it. Dead center. Once again, he makes his adjustment too on the fly. Tough to pitch to.
15 home runs now for the Big Show. Shohei Ohtani tied for the National League lead. Right now, let's head upstairs, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Eric Karros.
Man, oh man, Dodgers had 13 runs after 3 innings. They finished with 19 and absolutely rolled the A's.
No, they really did, and it was a little bit of everything from everybody. Obviously, Shohei setting the tone. Max Muncy, Pages, Outman. I mean, am I missing? Who else?
Dalton Rushing,
Major League debut. You know, the best part about Dalton Rushing after the game, well, it was a good night, saying all the cliche things, and it was the best night of my life.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, the best night of my life. It was a great night.
It's on to the Angels this weekend, which is going to include Clayton Kershaw making his season debut Saturday.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Saturday. Kersh coming back, and it's not just hey, go out and throw, Kersh. I mean, he's coming back to contribute. He's been throwing well, and he's looking to return.
All right, Dodgers take this series from the A's in resounding fashion here in Game 3 with a 19-2 win.
It's a great way the Dodgers bounce back after dropping the first game of this.
Yeah, tonight was quite the exhibition offensively. Everyone contributed, and you mentioned Max, and he's been working hard to kind of unlock some things, and he's really taking good swings, taking good at-bats, and homer in consecutive games, and Hae-Song getting on base all night long, and just kind of Shohei doing what Shohei does. So all throughout the lineup, and it was really helpful that Matt Sauer can give us 4 innings and get Banda some confidence, and have Robo finish it. So going into this Angel series, we're locked and loaded.
With Dalton, just obviously you talked about how he's earned this opportunity, but to see him immediately get going, whether it was working with navigating the lineup or just the offense, to see how he was able to step into this role. What were you saying?
He just didn't look like a player that was making his debut. And, as a catcher, there's a lot to ask. And so I thought he did a really nice job with Sauer, who really wasn't tremendously sharp tonight. And I thought the sequencing was really good. And behind the plate, the receiving, and obviously in the batter's box, he looks really hitterish, and to take a walk, get a couple knocks. So just an overall really good night for Dalton.
Dave, you mentioned Kim getting on base, and I know early in the season we're talking about the lack of RBI opportunities for Ohtani. With Kim not just getting on base, but also maybe kind of being like a speed threat out there, how do you think that kind of helps out Ohtani when he's at the...
Well, I think that, that's what we talked about early is, when we have guys at the bottom of the order, that's not kind of bleeding into the top of the order and giving those guys opportunities. It's just tougher to pitch a Shohei, a lot easier to pitch Shohei when no one's on base. And, recently, certainly with Kim and his ability to get on base, it just kind of, there's always traffic, and with the speed dynamic, it creates stress, and he can steal the base, go first to third, and it certainly kind of opens some things up for the top of the order.
Was his hand okay?
Yeah, it was, he slid, and I don't know if there was a block in the back situation, but we got an x-ray on it, and he's fine.
The sound of that, the last 2 weeks plus, is averaging 8 runs a game. A lot of nights like this. What got it unlocked? What got it going?
I think it's the bottom part of the order. I think that's kind of, obviously Max is swinging the bat better the last, week to 10 days, but I think the bottom of the order, getting on base, creating some havoc has been the key.
You've seen a lot of Dalton, especially in the fourth quarter, but the sound of that single, that first one, how impressive was that?
He's a hitter, and I think it was a changeup down below, and to ride it out, and he's a strong kid, and I'm sorry, I got some in my throat. He just takes good at bats, and he controls the strike zone, and there's some slug in there too.
You running out of things to say about Shohei Ohtani with all these special moments?
Yeah, what else can you say? He struck out against a position player. How about that? But no, he Excuse me. Shohei's been great. Thank you.
Sorry, it's mine.
That's right, thank you. Yeah, Shohei, God, there's not many more superlatives you can use for Shohei. Change up down below, home run, driving in a run, almost missed a homer, another homer. He's just playing really good baseball. I mean, we saw it all last year, so he's sort of just doing what Shohei does, which is amazingly not amazing anymore, I guess.
Are you circling his bobblehead nights on the calendar now?
Yeah, we need some more. I think that 4 or 5, I guess, a year is not enough because, you know, when he has a bobblehead night, he seems to really perform.
It's pretty special. It was pretty special. Obviously, first and foremost, it's a win. It's a series win. It's the most important part, but I was able to accomplish a few lifelong goals, and yeah, obviously that was pretty special for me.
Can you just walk us through that at bat in the third inning with the single, and kind of what was going through your mind there?
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to walk me, and walk me twice. Start my debut, I was just ready to hit a fastball, and got a good one to hit. Put a good swing on it. Things went my way.
How long have you been thinking about this moment, and what was it like? Did it live up to the reality?
Yeah, my whole life. It's been something that obviously I wanted to do at a very young age. Never in a million years did I imagine it would come with a team like this. So yeah, that makes it that much more special. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot more wins and a lot more big opportunities and big things to happen this year.
And Dalton, they cut away to your family a couple times cheering. Just how special was that? And just kind of where'd they travel here to see your debut?
Yeah, it was obviously pretty special. The group of people that in this world that I want to see things like this, they were here. That means the world for me, or to me, sorry. And yeah, I couldn't imagine a better group there to be able to see it.
Yeah, you had the hardest hit ball tonight, and you go 2 for 4 at the walk. Is that kind of a snapshot of how you kind of want to help this team? Dave said there's some slug in there, but just kind of your approach to the plate tonight?
Yeah, it was kind of simple tonight. Let's take your base hits, I guess. Yeah, I like to control the strike zone and just hit the ball hard, and whatever happens after that kind of happens.
So what's it like being in this lineup, just with all the talent that there is, being a part of like an offensive performance like that? Like, what was it just like kind of being up here and watching the whole team perform that way at the plate?
Yeah, it's special. Obviously, you get a win like that on your debut. It kind of sends a message, obviously, not only to myself, but other teams around, like how powerful and how dangerous this club is, and I'm glad I could be another piece to it.
Ooh, back-to-back games with home runs. Does it feel like something has unlocked or clicked for you offensively?
I'm still working on it, but really last week it's felt closer, and you just try to take it day by day, try to build on the good things, and right now that's what I'm focusing on.
Does it feel like as a team, as a whole, there's something there as well? I mean, especially when you look at these last 2 games, just whether it's the run support or really just the offensive performance, the quality of at-bats you've been seeing.
Yeah, guys, just, not trying to do too much up there. It was a long road trip. The guys were really tired. Get back home finally, and it sounds crazy to say, but I think the off day threw everyone for a little bit of a wrench. Sometimes that can happen when you start getting into the groove, and so the first game was a little bit of a dud, but then the boys bounced back, and it's I just think as a group, everyone's just trying to stay within themselves and just trying to move the ball, move the stick, and it's been pretty successful for us.
19 runs in a big league game, you don't see that very often. What's it like? It's kind of almost like a little league where you just pile up runs like that.
It's fun. It's it's always good to put up those numbers. You get the position player coming into the game. I don't know that anyone wants those at bats, but that's a sign that you're doing good things. And tonight was a fun game. You get to watch a lot of people have a lot of really good at bats, and just fun all around.
Back-to-back games with homers for you. You feel like something's clicking now at the plate?
Possibly. Still just trying to take it day by day, and still working through some things, still trying to understand some things, and it's definitely getting closer. But you try to build on positives, and that's what I'm gonna do.
When you see a new player come up, like your catcher, with some fanfare, does it take you back to your first game and what that was like?
I was never the prospect that Dalton Rushing was, but it's fun. It's fun to get him up here. It was sad for all of us to see Barnsley go, but it's fun to have Dalton have a good game and get his feet wet and get used to how we do things around here, and we move forward with them.
Well, Matt, first big league start. Just tell me kind of what was it like going out there and getting the start for this team and also being able to get through 4 innings of work?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's everything I've ever worked for. Also, pitching in the stadium that you grew up coming to, getting a start is an amazing feeling. It was kind of cool that me and Dalton got to make both of our first career starts. Got to throw to him down in OKC, and it was just really cool to be able to do that today.
Was that something that kind of allowed to more of like the comforting factor, especially in such a big moment?
Yeah, for sure. He already is familiar with me. I'm already familiar with him. So it was pretty easy to get a game plan going together. And then, in that first inning, I felt like both of us might have been a little sped up. But, we come into the dugout, we talk about it. And after that, I felt like we both settled in pretty good.
Did it help with the run support to kind of wait that settling?
Yeah, every time I pitch here, it seems like we're putting, double digits up there. And that makes, throwing it over the plate a little easier.